everyone. Okay, so I'm here back to my roots of starting on YouTube at a women's march once again. Yes, they are still going on despite rape still not being legal in the West. And this time I'm going to be asking a bit of a different question. Instead of asking about rape culture, instead of asking about feminist values, I'm going to be asking the most difficult would you rather question out there. Would you rather have women's rights or Islam? Let's see how they react. Women's rights or Islam?
I'm not.
Is that a real choice? Is that a real question?
That's ridiculous. No.
Why is it ridiculous? I think it's a very serious question.
Considering there's only two options.
Have women's rights or Islam? What?
Why is that even a question?
We're not. This is not about Islam.
Mate, ignore
But your rights are...
Why are you at this rally ask that question? Provoking, like, an argument, which there's no point. Why can't we just band together about feminism instead of you coming along here and starting a religious debate?
Because some people believe you should be stoned for the crime of being raped, and if you are protesting rape, you should be protesting the people that want to hurt you for being raped as well.
Why are you just letting this go past? Why are you doing this?
Why in particular did you use Islam?
Because there is a big problem with how women are treated under Islam.
Right. So you didn't first ask her whether or not she identifies as a Muslim?
No, I'm asking feminists.
Why are you not asking Muslim women about this? Why are you asking?
Well, you don't see a whole lot here, do you? Their husbands probably didn't let them come.
Oh my God. Did you just hear what she said to me? She said, I don't see a lot of Muslim women here. Their husbands didn't let them come. Dude, you're doing this for...
ignorant.
No, she's doing this for
Have you read the Quran?
Go away.
I've read passages and there's a lot more violence in the Bible, and believe me, I grew up Catholic.
That's why you see Christians running people over in the streets of London.
Oh my fuck.
I think that people who say that have probably not actually read the Quran and have just been told that by the media and sucked it in. And I think we should listen to Muslim women instead of white women like me and you.
You don't think white women can be Muslim?
Yeah, I think they can. But I think we should listen to Muslim women first and foremost.
I could. Maybe I'm a Muslim.
Maybe you are. I'm going.
I think we should respect religions. We should respect women's rights.
What if religions believe women are worth less than men and should be beaten for the crime of rape?
I don't believe that at all.
You don't believe they say that?
I don't believe that should happen, but it's not for me to say what people should believe and not believe.
Actually, this is the question I've been asking. Would you rather have women's rights or Islam?
I actually don't have a problem with Islam. I don't see it as being incompatible with women's rights.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though I can't walk into the front door of a mosque in Whitechapel.
This has come out of women trying to have their own spaces. I agree with if women want their own spaces, and that in a religious context, I guess this would lead to men's spaces and women's spaces. But I don't see that as an issue.
Women's rights or Islam?
Both.
Both? You can only pick one. It's a would you rather
I don't
question.
see what the difference is between the two.
There's no difference between Islam and feminism?
I just don't think that's the kind of question that you can ask people.
A lot of people would consider Sharia law antithetical or not compatible with feminism.
I just don't think in today's world you can ask people if they would rather women's rights or Islam.
Why not?
Well, I just don't think it's a very PC question to ask people.
Women's rights or Islam?
I'm not answering.
You're not answering? Why not?
It's not an either or.
Muslim woman.
Hi, pleasure to meet
I'm
you.
a Muslim woman.
All
Yeah,
right.
and I'm here tonight because this is
What's
important
your name?
to us. Aratha.
Nice to meet you, Erica.
Nice to meet you.
All right, we are asking a question to everyone here. Would you rather have women's rights or Islam?
That's not a choice. We can have both because actually, if you look at the history and the facts, 1400 years ago, women in Islam were granted rights that women in the West did not have.
What about your Prophet Muhammad, who had an underage wife who he beat?
I don't believe that's true.
That is true. That is a fact.
As a Muslim practicing woman, I'm telling you that's not a fact.
I mean, we will put up the facts on the screen here for people, and they can read it themselves, but that did happen. So I think you need to look into your religion a little more.
Please do not tell me what I, as a young Muslim woman of colour, need to do about my faith.
I don't care what I don't care what color you are. I don't care what gender you are. We're talking facts right now.
So would you be asking this to a white Muslim woman as well?
Why, absolutely. Be careful with my questions.
She was complaining about questions. I don't know.
Would you rather have women's rights or Islam?
Women's rights.
Women's rights?
Yeah.
I wonder why they don't do this in like Rotherham.
If you're not going to support the march, then I don't think it's very fair that you're here.
We're doing interviews.
Yeah, you're asking stupid questions.
You're asking. How do you know? How do you know that my camera woman is not a woman? Literally, we will show you.
No, it's a women's march. There's no men on the march.
What if he supports the march? Is that not? Is that a
No
problem?
on the march. No, you're supposed to be doing a job. No men on the march. No men on the march. No